Hey YouTube, I'm Blaze and I'm going to be a quick one today. I'm going to go ahead and do my candy corn tier list. I already kind of have them in place. I'm just going to get right into it. Uh, First off, I just want to start off and say all of these are actually good. I know that the normal one is kind of near the bottom, but that's only because with each of the new ones that they've made, they've only improved on it. So basically, this one, the Minions one, this one is vanilla, blue raspberry, and banana on it. It was a fine deviation, but it's definitely not as good as the original. The original, it's good as is. Like you can't really mess up candy corn. Harvest corn, I thought for the longest that it was just an alternate color of these, but it actually is chocolate. I'm not good with tasting flavors like that, but it after tasting them back to back, I really can taste that, and I do think that the harvest corn are just a bit better because of that. Next is the caramel apple, which is good. It's kind of the size of the candy corn pumpkins. Um, Honestly, they're the green. It's got both green and red apples in it. They actually do taste different. The green ones have a softer flavor. The red ones have a stronger flavor, but even still, the caramel part of it is not very strong, and the apple part also isn't very strong. So it's fine. I kind of wish that both of the flavors were just a bit stronger, or at least the apple part, since there is an actual caramel one. But the Nerds one, this one is an interesting one because this one tastes nothing like candy corn. This one, it tastes like Nerds, and it has 6 different flavors in there. It's like an outer coating with a like a filling in the middle. I say filling, but it's not really. It's kind of like how M&Ms have a coating, and then the middle part, it's kind of like that. But those would have been at the top of the list, except they are extremely chalky. I want to say that to the point where you can't eat more. If you eat more than one, you'll instantly notice that it's like really chalky and doesn't feel good to eat. The rest of these you could pop more. You could pop like 1 or 2 in your mouth, or you could pop like a couple. Well, not the apples; those are too big. But you could pop a couple of any of the other ones just casually. You can't do that with the Nerds ones. It just doesn't taste good when you do that. So I had to bump it down a list. Otherwise, that would have been at the top of the list easily. But then caramel, easily the best one. It's the simple candy corn kind of style, but it's completely caramel. The harvest corn, I mentioned it has chocolate, but it's only slightly. It has a slight chocolate. That's why they taste so similar. The caramel is completely caramel. I don't taste like much any candy corn at all there. They're the same size, same shape and everything, but it's just pure caramel. I really thought that the caramel apple would have been better because it's got caramel and apple, but it turns out when you just dump the apple and go straight for caramel, you actually get a better overall product. So I was really surprised in that outcome, but had a little thing on my phone. But overall, yeah, I think this would be my little tier list for candy corn. Overall, candy corn is still really good. So this is not to say that you shouldn't get the bottom ones. All of these would rank pretty like A tier or maybe B tier. Maybe this one would be in B tier. The rest of these would be A tier just for candies in general. So don't feel bad that the default candy corn is at the bottom. It's just that each of the other candy corns they've made since that have just been better. And it's good to improve on a product instead of, making a worse alternative. But yeah, with that, I'm just gonna end the video there.